This is the West Suffolk Wheelers Reliability Trial held on March the 8th, 2026, and one of my favourite types of event really, reliability trials. This one starts in Bury-St-Edmunds at the Priory School, West Suffolk Wheelers headquarters, and it wends its way out through Bury-St-Edmunds town centre and out into the Suffolk countryside, passing under the A14 there. It always amazes me, when you go down the A14 you're not aware that you're virtually on top of the Abbey, which is very, very close, and it's really well screened from it. So here we're entering Angel Hill, which is the historic centre of Bury-St-Edmunds really, and just turning onto the cobbles past the Abbey with the Abbey Gate there on the left. Looking a bit grey, doesn't always, in summer it looks a lot better than that, but it was quite a grey old day, and in fact, although the town centre was pretty clear, it was actually quite murky out in the countryside, and you can probably hear the audio on my camera's not actually very good. It's clogged with water. And here you can see, as we're going through Barrow, you can see just how much moisture there was on the lens, so I apologise for the poor picture quality. There were only 8 of us in the group from the very start. One got dropped almost immediately, so it wasn't a very big group, and by the time we got onto the section down through Ludgate, we lost another rider, Mark Arnold from my own club, who punctured and couldn't repair his tyre in a timely manner, and then as we got to Wickenbrook we lost another, and another rider stayed with him as well, so by this point we were down 4. We then dropped another one, left us in the end with 3 riders, and so one of those was Lee Ford from my own club, with whom I've ridden this event in the past, and with whom I've been riding generally for a very long time. And he's in the orange here in front of us as we're now going through Guestonthorpe quite a bit further on. And we had this one other rider with us. This is now into Sudbury, coming up to the halfway mark now really. It's All Saints Church towering up above the top there as we turn into Church Street here. Sudbury can get quite busy for an event like this, but it's not too bad on the 8th. And here we're in the pothole capital of East Anglia, approaching the Cornard Road roundabout, which has definitely seen better days. Bellevue Park in front of us there. And heading out towards Beers, and we lost that one other rider that had been with us as we were going through Beers, so by the time we got here in Neyland it was just me and Lee riding bit and bit. Lee's having more of a go at cycling this year. He's had a few years when he's been taking things a bit easier, and he's getting properly back into the stride now with the aim of the Fred Whitton Challenge in May. This is Stoke-by-Nayland Hill with the church on the left, but really hidden in the murk and undercast. I don't think he can expect anything quite as tame as that when he's in the Lake District for the Fred Whitton. And then leaving Stoke-by-Nayland, you're into Scotland Street and the lanes, and you're getting stuck behind traffic. And then it's a nice easy run in. So this is actually just leaving Bucks Hall, and as you can see, even though it's now afternoon, that murk still hasn't cleared and still damp on the lens. Basin here with its enormous screen on the left. And the one thing that does show you that it's March and not sort of November or December is at least that we have got the daffodils with a splash of colour, which was lovely to see. And then this is approaching Thurston, having left Bayton. As I say, it's a nice flat run in. There was a bit of an easterly wind on the day in question, so actually that made it even easier as we were running in towards the finish. We picked up the tailwind again here. Wasn't much of a wind actually. And then this is now approaching Bury-St-Edmunds. A few years ago we'd have been approaching Fields, but now we're approaching Bury-St-Edmunds. Vast number of houses being built out on what used to be Bury-St-Edmunds Airfield at Ruffin. And you can see here the Flight of Peace statue on the roundabout, which commemorates RAF Bury-St-Edmunds and the 94th Bomb Group with their B-17s. And then this is the final drop down to the school and the finish. Great event, really enjoyable. Shame there weren't a few more riders, but that tends to be the story nowadays. But all in all, good fun. And certainly a good workout. Just look forward to the coffee and the cake afterwards then. The event raised £538 for the East Anglian Air Ambulance, so a big achievement for West Suffolk Wheelers and for the organiser Kevin Marshall, to whom I'm sure everybody will want to extend their thanks.
The first part of it was damp.
So how did you enjoy that then, Lee?
Well, I didn't, Simon. Look at my face. Yeah, no, it's good. It was good, actually.
Best bit?
Following a new round, all right.
Worst bit?
That's all pretty good, really. It's all good.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's good.
First time for about 10 years that we've done it, you reckon?
Just over. Yeah, I would say.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So then it just remained for me to make the all too long ride back, which brought my total up to 108 miles or 173 kilometres. Good day out. If ever you fancy doing a reliability trial, they're easy to ride. You tend to just turn up and sign on the day. Have a look at club websites for details.